Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
What's your good name?
I am Anand.
Shall we begin our part 1?
Yes, please.
What kinds of co-curricular activities are done in schools in your country?
In schools here, they conduct various kinds of co-curricular activities like debates, dramas, concerts, sports events, fashion shows, quizzes, and celebration of various days.
What kind of activities do you participate in during your school days?
In my school days, I took part in sports like cricket, volleyball, marathon, story writing, poetry recitation, elocution competition, and painting.
What kinds of games or activities do you think can inculcate leadership in students?
If a student is given responsibilities of organizing an activity like a tour, play, exhibition, or any other activity, he can learn leadership. Besides, holding a rally also teaches students leadership, as a student has to get other people to do what he wants them to do.
What place do you think teaching of fine arts and performing arts occupy in an educational institute?
In India, it occupies a very crucial role as parents here want holistic development of their child and not only cognitive development. Performing arts and fine arts bring about aesthetic, affective, psychomotor development in students. So, they are an inevitable part of any curricula.
What do you remember from your school days?
As I believe in living in present, I don't remember much of my school life except some happy moments when I was awarded a prize for my paintings or when I stood first in poetry or story writing competition.
Who was your favorite teacher in your school and why?
My favorite teacher at my school was Mr. Pradyuman Raval, who gave me not only knowledge but provided me with parental love, which is very much essential during childhood.
Your part 1 is over. Now this is your cue card topic. You have 1 minute to think over it and later you have to speak for 2 minutes. Your topic is talk about a contest you participated in.
Now, shall I start?
Yes.
I still become nostalgic when I reminisce about my participation in a story writing contest at the Maharaja Sayaji Rao University of Baroda, since it was the occasion that has boosted my confidence and morale. The story writing contest was held as a part of a larger program called Spark 2009, the University Youth Festival. Though the youth festival went on for more than a week, the story writing contest was held in the Hall of Arts Faculty Building in the end of December 2009. As it was an instant story writing contest, I didn't prepare any topic formally, but I admit that my penchant for reading and my sensitivity to subtle nuances of the language proved to be an asset for me during the contest. Some of my classmates who had been nominated for the contest and I entered the hall, and as soon as we took our seats, a senior professor announced some rules and regulations of the contest, and after that he gave us a single topic, Dreaming About You, on which we were to write an original story. I was able to hear a lot of pens scraping against paper, but there was a momentary silence on my bench as I was in a real quandary as to what plan was best among scores of plans crossing my mind. Nonetheless, I came down on one side ultimately, and a continuous flow of thoughts began to come to my mind. I was so much engrossed in the creative process of spinning yarns that I did not know when the final bell rang and when my story was completed. With the last word coming from my pen, I felt a kind of deep satisfaction of not only academic progress, but a kind of relief after catharsis of some ineffable feelings, the relief a mother feels after giving birth to a healthy child. I felt the joy of creation. Whether I was going to win a prize for my story was absolutely immaterial for me. However, I jumped for joy when I heard that my story had won a second prize.
Now shall we start our part 3?
Yes, please.
Do contests teach us more proficiency or rivalry?
It's an interesting question. I'm of the opinion that if participants are aware of a real motive for a contest, which is to hone their skills by a healthy competition, then there is no possibility of a contest turning out to be an outrageous rivalry or fight. If a person participates in a contest with real sportsmanship, no negativity can creep into his mind.
Some people believe that beauty is to be appreciated and not to be judged, and therefore beauty pageants are useless. What is your view?
I agree that beauty has to be appreciated and not to be judged. So, beauty pageants are not infallible means to appreciate beauty. Notwithstanding, sometimes beauty pageants teach people how to appreciate beauty as they come across different concepts and expressions of beauty, which is in fact an abstract idea. In short, though I understand that beauty is not to be judged but to be appreciated, I don't consider beauty pageants entirely useless.
Should we hold various competitions and contests in educational institutions more frequently? Why?
I'm of the opinion that healthy competitions can teach a lot to students, so such kind of competitions should be held more frequently. Besides, some subjects that students find boring can also be taught by various kinds of concepts. For example, a quiz contest can be used effectively in teaching of history. Though students may find it very boring to memorize numerous names of places, people, and dates, their fervor to win a prize uh, or in the contest can motivate them to remember all these things.
Do competitions and contests teach us better ways of socialization?
Yes, I do believe that contests can also make us socialize better as we have to maintain decorum and certain norms during a contest or competition. Through a contest, we can learn to congratulate our opponent on his victory. Thus, we develop a positive attitude in ourselves. Besides, if a contest involves teamwork, it can teach us better coordination. Moreover, those who are judges for a contest can also learn to look at the same thing from various viewpoints and consider opposite views as well.
Do you think that in future sports competitions will disappear because of video games and other indoor games?
As far as my opinion is concerned, no other type of entertainment can replace sports competitions because they sharpen our mind and strengthen our physique. Indoor games and video games are popular, but they do not exercise our body. Besides, seeing that nowadays people's lifestyle has become more sedentary, they need more physical exercise, for which sports competitions and outdoor games are suitable. And considering a growing number of sports enthusiasts, I don't see any possibility of sports competitions disappearing.
Can playing sports be dangerous? How?
Yes, I think playing sports like fencing, bike racing, boxing, canoeing, etc. involve some risks and can cause lethal injuries if we are careless. However, on the other hand, I believe that everything can be dangerous. Going upstairs can be as dangerous as rugby because if a person misses a step and tumbles down the stairs, he may get some fatal injuries on the head and may lose life. Thus, everything in life involves a possibility of death, but it does not mean that we should stop living. Similarly, we should not stop playing sports despite a lot of risks involved in them.
Alright, your IELTS speaking interview is over.
Thank you very much, ma'am.